commission. To start, let's go to our settings. We're going to go under finance and go to earning scales. Once we're on earning scales, you're going to see your default commission plan. Now you'll also see this bonus scale. We're going to do that in another video. Right now we're going to be concerning ourselves with the commission scale and the 4 options that we have across here. Now I'm going to create a brand new plan. I'm going to call it 5% commission, and we're going to model it after our default plan right now. Fantastic. So we've got our 5% commission plan. It's broken down the same exact way, but I need to edit it to make sure it falls in line with what I'm looking for. So discount percentage, what does this mean? This means when we are on an estimate, if we are giving the customer a discount, we can discount up to a certain point before we start getting hit on our own percentage for sales or with sales with a technician. So I'm going to go ahead and say that I can discount up to 5% and I can still receive my 5% on here. Sales with a technician, I will get 3% for having them be a lead, and they will get 2%. Now if I want to add another scale to this, I can continue to do so. Now I want to break these down as perhaps 10% and 15% if I want to keep going up this scale. So if I go 10 here and we go 15 here, that means I can discount up to 5% and get this, up to 10% and get this, and so on and so forth. And you can add this scale for as much as you want. So in this case, instead of 5% here, I might get 4% now, and then we get 3%, and so on and so forth. Now with the tech with sales, we want to make sure that these always add up to whatever the total is for sales only. So with my technician, I'm always going to give them the 2% because I'm not going to punish them. They did not discount that job. That was the sales technician. So when they're a lead, they're going to maintain that 2% on there. And there we are. So now we can see 2 equals 3, 2 plus 1 equals 3, 2 plus 2 plus 4, 2 and 3 is 5. And we want to maintain that all the way down. Done. Perfect. So now I can apply this to any of my users. If I go into my settings, go to my accounts, and we've got service Logan right here. We're going to go ahead and edit that. He's got that default commission plan right now. We're going to change that to 5%. Done. And I'm actually going to masquerade this in for the moment. Now, when I masquerade as him, I want to make sure that I have a line item that we can get commission on. So let's go ahead in here, and I'm going to find, let's say, a labor line item, half-day labor, and we're going to apply commission to that right there. So only the line items that have applies to commission basis will receive commission, and you will notice that the selling price on these items will automatically go up. Now that's a pretty big jump. That could be off from what it actually should be. I can still apply this here, but let's go into my settings and see what my top commission setting is right now. Commission and orders, we're still at 9%. I only give away 5% commission. So let's go ahead and adjust that. You should always set your max commission on the max commission setting. So if I did give 9% to another technician, we would have the 9% here. Now when I go back to that option, you will see that that line item has adjusted its selling price. There we are. Instead of 700, it's now 603. A bit more reasonable. Now, when I create an order, I'm going to be able to edit that order and add those discounts to it. So let's go ahead and put a half-day labor on here. Fantastic. And then when we're doing job costing, what you're actually going to see is that there is a commission basis, the 603.45. There's a commission amount of 5%, and that's $30.17. That's going to the technician, service Logan, right here. Now, if I wanted to look through that scale, I can see what that scale is going to be doing. So there's our 5%, there's our 5%. If I go back to the estimate and I make an adjustment and give a discount, such as 10% on here, we go back into job costing, you will see this is now adjusted to 4%, and I'm getting $21.72. And that is how we set up commission for our team members.